Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Fantastic Fridays. I'm so excited you guys are going to join us. And I hope you guys noticed the topic today, what we're going to discuss. So I'll wait for people to come on. Hello, Patty. Wait for people to join before we jump right in it. I hope everybody's having a fabulous week. Hello, MJ. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad everybody's clicking on. Hello, Marie. Hello, Tara. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Oh, hello, everybody. Nicole, Lisa, thank you for joining. Good morning. Good morning. It's been a fascinating week. Hello, Wendy. It's been a fascinating week. We talked about it on Monday morning messages. Hello, Diana. We talked about the activation and how this is going to be a, active week and, kind of a little bit of law of attraction and setting those wheels in motion. And then we had our guest, Calvin, on a Wednesday, and that was absolutely fantastic. I was so glad he could join us. Hello, Terry, Lisa, Norma. Hello, you guys. Everybody that I missed that said hello. Oh, yay. Awesome. Good morning. So we had Calvin on Wednesday, which was super awesome, and I'm continuing getting and lining up guests for you guys, and the topics are going to be all over the people's, I don't know what genre is, but it's going to be all over. So people specialize in stuff. We're going to talk, kind of mind, body, spirit, wellness. There's going to be all sorts of different guests that talk about all sorts of different things. So those are also, to be on the lookout. So we talked about this all week long. And the theme kept coming up over and over. And this is an important message. So if you guys are busy and you guys have to click off, definitely rewatch this and share this message. I am super excited to talk about this one. I told you I was active. So after we got done on Wednesday, I'm glad. I went and painted my son's room. And I listened to Abraham Hicks on YouTube just over and over. And I, had discussions with my aunts and my daughter, and it seemed to be the theme. We talked about it a little bit. How do you maintain your vibration when you do normal life things? Terry and I talked about this as well. So it seems to be the theme, and you go to an empowerment, you go to empowerment speaker, you go to these events where they have these wonderful keynote speakers, and you watch motivation hear things on Facebook, and you watch different intuitives and different light workers, and you watch things that make you feel good, and your vibration raise, and you're in this place of bliss, and you're like, oh, this is awesome, I love this, and you're super high vibration. And then you leave. And how do you maintain? You don't have to be exactly as high as you are when you're experiencing that. And I know Karen just popped on and she's going to a spiritual kind of retreat. And she's going to be up here in this high, and then you come down to normal life. But how do you find a balance to maintain this high, this good vibration? My aunt talked about it. She's like, I set my intentions. I get in a good motion of what I'm going to accomplish today and how it's going to be a powerful day. And then I sit down on my computer and I have the stack of paperwork, and then life hits just like that. And then all of a sudden she's like, how do I maintain that? And then my daughter came and she was like, you don't know what it's like to go to school, and this is what she tells me, I haven't been to school, but you know how 13-year-olds are. She's like, and you're in a positive mindset, and then everybody influences you, and granted, middle school hormones, you're thinking about all this stuff. She's like, I don't know, I just can't break for 5 minutes to go to the bathroom and meditate. I can't just breathe. I've got homework to do, I've got this. So I asked Spirit this week, and this has been my question. How do you maintain your vibration when your normal life kicks in and you stay in this? And meditation is the key, But what about for people who are busy in the hustle and bustle and can't meditate? This is where we're going. And I sat here and I channeled this with Spirit. And he said, alter your thought. Change your approach. Change your perspective. This leads to changing your vibration. Everybody knows that instant when you're starting to slide off track and things are starting to become a little overwhelming. Everybody knows that feeling. As soon as you feel that feeling, you stop. And Spirit said, you alter your thought, you change your approach, you change your perspective. And they showed me a situation, and then they turned it sideways. And they say, free will mind thinkers who can't stop, Diana, this is what we're talking about, who can't stop to rest, to meditate, or have a hard time meditating because their brain is always going. This is for everybody who feels like their brain can never stop and keep going. It takes seconds to change your thought. It takes minutes to travel down a rabbit hole. So if you think about that statement when Spirit gave it to me, it takes seconds to stop and change your thought. And it takes minutes to go down the rabbit hole of negativity. So you're talking about seconds and you're talking about minutes. So the question is not, why aren't you doing this? It's a state of, and it's not a state of, how do you do it? It's, why aren't you doing it? And this one's easy. Because as soon as somebody realizes this, everybody talks about this, counselors talk about this, when you realize a situation, you can change it when it's in front of you. So you stop your thought into a negative, into a rabbit hole, which takes you minutes to start going down this, but seconds to stop it. And then somebody goes, well, why can't I change it? And then all of a sudden, guess what comes out of their mouth? Excuses, 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 excuses. You start making excuses on why you don't stop. So I want you to stop right there and look back on your life where other things in your life you've been wanting to start, you've been wanting to accomplish, that you started making excuses for why you couldn't have them. I want you to see the pattern with your thought. Recognizing your pattern is the first thing. I want you to see the patterns in your life that you've created. Your thoughts create your reality. So when you go back and you do a review and a reflecting of your pattern and where it's led you, and you look at your life in front of you, that is what you've created. Alter your thought. We're going to do an exercise in a few minutes where I'm going to help you with something. This isn't a meditation, though. You're forewarned. I want to say these few points before we start this exercise. When you focus on resistance, it only brings more of it to you. Start shifting your perspective. I did this last night with my daughter. And I did this exercise that I'm about to do with you. So this is why I say share this, you guys. This was a topic that so many people talk about, and maybe there's other people talking about it and their language is just a little bit different. But I want to tell you, I saw this. I saw this. All right, Diana, that works. I saw this with my daughter. And I want to use a 13-year-old because we'd have all been 13. I saw the wheels when I started doing this exercise with her, of her expanding her mind. And then as soon as she opened her mouth, the walls began to go up. And she stopped it right in her tracks because she goes, but. And I said, you just washed it all away and you started putting up the walls of resistance as soon as you opened your mouth. And what I learned with this exercise, I'm going to say this last few points and we're going to do this exercise together. And if you don't have time to do this exercise, you can do it later and click on later. But I was wanting an easy answer for this. I was wanting Spirit to give it to me on a silver platter. And this is on top of everything that I'm already channeling. They said, you have to want to set yourself free. You have to want to strive for a better, clear, more focused mind. Nobody can do that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have free will. And you have to want this mindset. This is why so many teachers teach mindfulness. And I say to you, go to the people that make your heart sing, that you resonate with. Follow as many as you want or just one. It doesn't matter. As long as the message makes your heart sing and you understand it and you're speaking love and continuing to share your light, that's all that matters at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how many followers, how many likes they have, who they are. What matters is that their message is beautiful and it connects with your soul. That's it. And Spirit asked me, because as you know, I don't like to work out. And Spirit says, how do you maintain your diet? How do you maintain your workout? You have to practice. You have to want it. And I'm like, because I don't like to work out. You guys know this. And I'm trying this new butt challenge or whatever I found on Pinterest, 30-day, whatever. So I'm practicing. And they're showing you this is how you do this mindfulness as well as staying on this exercise. Or starting this, and I'm going to do this exercise. I know, because they keep going, go to the exercise, go to the exercise. So you have to want it. So we're going to start this exercise. This is something you're doing with your eyes open. This is not a meditation. I'm asking Spirit, because I did this with my daughter outside. And you guys are staring into the screen. So you don't have to look at me, because you're going to look at something else wherever you are. In a car, in a bus, on a train, on a plane, that little saying. Wherever you're at, I want you to look, and so everybody's going to be like, how far do you go? I want you to look 30 feet in front of you. Okay? I want you to look 30 feet in front of you. My daughter's question was, am I still going to have my cognitive and my brain thought when I die? I get overwhelmed and I can't breathe. I was in science class and I was worried about what happens after this life. And she fascinates me because they're the same questions I had when I was a kid. And I said, I want you to do this exercise. I want you to look out a ways. I want everybody to do this exercise and expand your mind. Look out 30 feet. Whatever that object is that you're looking at. The things that you don't see are dimensions between right here and what you're looking at. alter states of dimensions, of heavens, of other lifetimes, of colors, of different vibration. Expand your mind and realize what I see in front of me is not only just a window, a tree, a person, but in between this space and this time is infinite possibilities. And your mind starts letting go and thinking about what you can't physically see, but you can feel the energy in between these points. And the expansion that there's so much more than what's in front of us. She talked about crayons. She said, have you ever got a box of crayons? There's 68 of them. She's like, but there's more colors. I know there's more colors. I want more colors. And I said, stretch your mind and start feeling into this space, into this time. And she started going and letting her mind go and allow and create. And when you do that, you can feel your brain, your eyes, and your expansion and your energy starting to shift. Your mind is a powerful tool. So when you're at work, when you do this, you talk about active daydream. Start altering your thinking and expanding your mind. Because then all of a sudden everybody's kind of like, whoa, that was kind of, because all of a sudden you just stopped the box and you opened a little bit more. And you let the energy and the expansion happen. What that did is alter your state of consciousness of what you have in front of you for infinite possibilities, that when you look at and bring yourself back to focus what is in front of you, you have an open mind about what you are about to continue working on, a situation or a person or a conversation. I say use this trick. Keep using this. If you didn't get it the first time, it's fine, try it again. Because I think you're just expecting something magical to happen. No, just look and feel. And just let your parameter stretch. Sometimes it's not about what it's going to feel like or what it's going to be or the outcome. And I posted this yesterday when I took a leap of faith. Did I really think that Colette Barron-Reed was going to be one of my guests on Coffee with the Angels? No. Because I knew she was busy. She's like a renowned psychic, whatever, that's on Hay House and everything else. But yeah, see, Lisa, how you can feel the difference? That wasn't the point. The point was, I took a leap of faith. I set my vibration and the wheels in motion, and I'm watching the magic happen. We have been trained in our life to expect a certain outcome. We have been trained in life always needing to know the answer. What this exercise teaches you is there's no outcome and there's no expectation. It's just sitting and letting whatever comes to you and this expansion process and energy happen. Thanks, Jessica. And she's busy and everybody's busy. So that's the point is, set your intentions in motion. It doesn't matter if if you guys have been watching me for a long time, and we talked about this in November 11/11 about setting your intentions to things. that are out of reach, that are, what did I say, out in left field and shooting for the ballpark. But you never know until you try, and you set that possibility. And as soon as you turn your vibration to that, law of attraction clicks. But do not worry about the end point. Do not worry about where it's going to go. Just walk. Just walk. So I love this exercise because it kind of makes you feel a little heady. And it kind of makes you feel a little wonky. And my daughter was like, and then of course the 13-year-old goes, but, and I go, and I just saw, and I was like, I said, Stacia, you just stopped it. You just stopped it. I said, so as soon, and you just can't go into, feel that altered state. And it doesn't matter if somebody thinks you're woo-woo or you're off in fa la land. You know what's funny is adults look at children and say, oh, they're in fairyland. They're in fairyland. And what's the next thing out of an adult's mouth? God, don't you remember being a kid? How much fun it was? You just called the kid a woo-woo in Neverland, and the next sentence out of your mouth was, don't you wish you could be a kid again? When did we stop letting our mind go? When did we stop daydreaming? When did we stop saying it's okay to reach those goals and expand more than here in this space, time, and reality? We encourage children to continue growing and expanding and using their creative mind. But then it looks, but then all of a sudden when it becomes an adult, nope, stop. Don't do that. You need to go to work. You got to pay bills. Yeah, but you can do all that and create and align these things together and make your life beautiful. Make your life fantastic. And it's funny, Christy, because you said we're the child within, and I did a meditation today, this morning, and all my layers stripped away, and it was this ball of energy, and it was a younger me, child kind of light thing. And I was like, holy cow. And in my meditation, I was on the beach and I was dancing. And I used to do a lot of round off and back handsprings when I was a kid, and I can still do a back flip on the trampoline. And that brought me so much joy, being in that meditation and flipping and jumping. And I was in my meditation doing this and dancing. And Spirit said to me, you changed your vibration because you let go and you had fun. And I had to sit with that, and I was like, wow, we stopped having fun. When we moved to adulthoods, some of us, life happened and we stopped having fun. So if you forgot how to play, how to expand your mind, I encourage you to do this exercise. My husband always wants an outcome, so he's my advocate for moving this along and touching people that make this world go around. And I told him, remember when you were a kid and the teacher told you to draw a picture of a house? I said, how did you draw it? What colors did you use? He's like, I don't know, I just drew a house. Are you limiting yourself to 3 colors? Are you using those 3 colors to create 12 and 24 and so on and so on? Your life is set by your intentions and your vibration. What colors are you going to create today? So go splash your color around. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was channeled all from Spirit. I think it's a great, fantastic exercise. Keep sharing and liking and telling people about my page, because through you and your light, we continue to make every day a beautiful, magical, colorful day. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a fabulous weekend. It's supposed to cool down here, and my son's got a soccer game. And I'll be back Monday with Monday morning messages. So I love you guys. Thank you for your continuous support, love, and all the hearts that you give me, Becky, and all you guys who keep sharing, and Brenda. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and keep shining that beautiful you. All right, bye guys. Have a great weekend.